that kid had his whole life ahead of him. You know, he had a scholarship to play football and everything. We took that away from him. We found an innocent person guilty.
You said you had a gut feeling that Greg Kelley was not guilty. What were some other reasons you thought, other than his appearance and your gut feeling, what kind of, based on the evidence, made you think he was not guilty?
I just didn't feel that they proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he was the one that did it.
Talk to us about what it was like as jurors went from not guilty to guilty.
So I think it was maybe close to midnight, and the jury foreman informed the judge that we couldn't come to a unanimous decision. He said, "Well, I think you're going to be sequestered and nobody's going home until we have a unanimous decision." Everybody knew I was the one that the lone not guilty, and were getting a little bit upset with me. I feel as though we were pressured not only by the other jurors but by the judge to come up with a decision, and I didn't think that was right.
So how was it for you when everybody was kind of, I guess, saying, I mean, what were they saying? Come on, man?
Come on, man, we want to go home. We know he's guilty. I said, no, I don't. I said, well, we need to go home. We want to go home. So I said, well, if y'all want to go home, just for y'all, I will change my vote. Not throwing anybody under the bus, but there was probably a couple of jurors in there that shouldn't have been on there.
Why so?
One juror asked, well, what's going to happen now? That really enraged me because, you know, well, I got up and got right in her face, and I told her, I said, do you not understand what he just did? He signed his life away for 25 years because we convicted him.
You were saying to me on the phone that you feel incredibly guilty at times.
Yes. Yeah. That first 2 weeks after the trial were the worst. You know, a man goes to work and gets home, wants to have a cold beer. I couldn't do that for 2 weeks.
You told me you feel like you almost have a hard time living with yourself about it.
I just, you know, not really a hard time living with myself, living with that guilt. We might have just ruined somebody's life.
What do you think is justice at this point for Greg Kelley?
He should be exonerated for everything. His name needs to be cleared.
If you could talk to Greg Kelley at some point in the future, what would you say to him?
I'm sorry. I tried, but I couldn't.